So I'm here on top of this hill. The camera doesn't really do it justice, but down there is a valley. It's quite a steep drop. Over there you can see the sea. Let me zoom in. The camera's not the best on this phone. There's the sea. Beautiful scenery around here. See if I can block the sun out. Yeah, beautiful around there. This was the place that I was getting stuck. It's got like little bogs, little ponds, streams, probably about 60 streams going through there. They're not really streams, it's just where the horses have sort of dug a track out and the water's collected in it. But yeah, it's beautiful, and at the moment this is the only place I can ride around by me. You can see there's the field over there in between those trees. There's the field that I used to ride in, which ain't that far from the house. But yeah, if you go off that field, there's a little track through a little valley, through a little brook, and it takes you up here. But yeah, see if I can show you this hill. I've climbed up. I don't know if you can see how much of a drop that is. Maybe if I put the phone level. No, it doesn't really do it justice, does it? But yeah, full of thorns and thistles. But yeah, it's really dried out. I think there's been a fire there. Look, you see all that sort of dark ground. I think there's been a fire. I don't know whether it's a controlled fire. It might have been, because this place is on fire every summer. For some reason, it goes very, very dry. It goes from like a bog to, in the summer, it goes completely parched and dry. And I don't know if it's kids or whether the fire brigade's doing it in a controlled manner. But yeah, this field is usually on fire. Yeah, so I'm just going to stop, have a little break, have a coffee, and then carry on riding. It feels good to be back on the bike. It's been so long. Now my thoughts on that spring. I don't know whether it's because the last time I come here this ground was so soft and boggy, and it's now hardened up and it's like lumpy and rutty. But yeah, it feels like I'm getting bounced everywhere. Well, not bounced everywhere, it's sort of, well, I suppose, yeah, bounced everywhere. I think this shock spring might be too hard for me. I've got more travel now because it was a 325mm shock, and now it's a 335mm, so I've got 10mm more travel. You can see the swinging arms pointing quite far down. It's not so bad when I'm sat on the bike. Sort of levels off a little bit more, not much. But yeah, the ride feels very, very hard at the minute. But yeah, I think I'll get the £800 one. I'm struggling to find one in the UK. I found a £900 one, but I'm just thinking, will that really make that much difference? Maybe. But I think, you know, if I go down to 800, at least that's a big difference. I think it's like a 12mm spring, whereas that one's, I think it's 12.5 or nearly 13mm. I think it's 12.5, I think, the actual thickness of each coil. But yeah, I feel very rusty, and you know, just when you ride around there, you have to keep your 2 fingers on the clutch and everything. My hand already started feeling arm pump. Well, my left arm started feeling arm pump pretty quickly. So I'm just not used to it. It is a bit of a workout being on the bike, especially when you rip around the field and stuff. Yeah, you feel your arm, the arm pump is called, you know, when your muscles go tense. You know, like when you're holding on to a dumbbell bar and doing many reps, after a while your forearm goes solid, and yeah, it starts to first of all you start to not be able to grip the handlebars so well, and then yeah, your arm just starts to go weak. It's not a nice feeling, but you know, I've never really experienced it that bad. But yeah, it's surprising that I felt it a lot more than I've ever felt it today, and I'm not too sure why that is. Yeah, so that being said, I'm gonna have a coffee, I'm gonna sit down, admire the view, do some more riding, and I might try and venture down there. The last time I went down there, I got stuck. It took me an hour to get out. It's a bit of a valley and very, very boggy down there. I think it was over there actually, or by those trees there. But yeah, I got stuck and it took me over an hour, because literally every time I got the bike unstuck, I was stuck again. You know, 5 seconds later. Shouldn't have that problem today because it's probably dried out a lot, and now I got a decent check strap, so I can pull my back end out of the muck. And the other thing as well is, when you're in a pond or a load of bog, you know, getting the bike out is one problem, and then getting yourself out, you know, when your feet are like sucked into the mud, that's another problem. Trying to get a bike out and yourself out at the same time, that was difficult. That was a major workout, and I kind of felt like I was going to get out. It just seemed impossible. But yeah, you know, make some noises, super strength, I managed to get out of there. But you know, it was fun. I was absolutely soaking. I was covered in mud. But yeah, that was fun. That was fun. Anyway, I'll catch you later.